A prophecy comes true. Hello, we are the Minotaurs. We would like to tell you our favorite story from the Odyssey.
On their journey back to Ithaca, the Greek ships came upon a hilly island. As the sun went down, they stared at a mysterious shore across the water.
Who lives there? Odysseus wondered silently. With a single ship, our little expedition to find out what people live there.
Then we will continue our journey home.
Odysseus chose his bravest men to go with him. On the island, they discovered a large cave filled with goats and lambs, pots of cheese, and pails of milk.
In the late afternoon, the shepherd returned. The Greeks gasped with horror, for the shepherd was not a man at all. He was a monster.
The master was Polyphemus. He was the most savage of all the Cyclopes, a race of fierce one-eyed giants. The Cyclopes were known to capture and devour any sailors who happened near their shores.
Odysseus' men were frozen with terror. The Cyclops, without warning, grabbed two Greeks and devoured them, flesh, bones, and all. The master soon was fast asleep. Odysseus said to his horror-stricken man, "If I slay the boy, he will die too, trapped forever in his wretched lair." After many terrible hours, the Cyclops opened his eye and snatched up two more Greeks. Polyphemus rolled away the boulder from the mouth of the cave, called for his flock, and led them out into the sunlight.
"We must make a plan," Odysseus said. He chopped off a 6-foot stake and ordered his men to carve the wood into a spike. When they were done, he honed one end until it was razor sharp.
Finally, the huge rock was rolled away. Flocks of sheep and goats bounded in. Once all were inside, Polyphemus again rolled the boulder against the mouth of the cave. Then, just as suddenly as before, he grabbed two more men.
Then he rolled the rock back, trapping the Greeks inside.
Odysseus himself trembled with fury, but he forced himself to smile. "Here, sir," he said, offering the bowl to the Cyclope. "Please drink our good wine." The giant snatched the bowl from Odysseus and gulped down the wine. "More," the monster shouted, "more, and tell me your name." "My name is No One. That is what everybody calls me, No One."
"Help us, O Zeus," Odysseus prayed. Then all together the men raised the stake and rammed its burning point into the giant's huge bulging eye. The Cyclops let out a piercing howl. Blinded and groaning with pain, he bellowed for help.
All the other Cyclopes who lived on the island gathered outside the cave. "Polyphemus," one shouted. "Who harms you?" Polyphemus shouted. "No one tried to kill me! No one blinded me!" After that, with no further talk, all the Cyclopes turned away.
But then the blinded Cyclops sat down in the open mouth of the cave. He was waiting to capture the first Greek who tried to escape.
Hour after hour, Odysseus wondered how he might save himself and his men. Then he had an idea. He lashed each of his men to the belly of a sheep. After that, he chose the mightiest ram for himself and hid it beneath it. As the ship moved past the Cyclops, he ran his hands through the walls, searching for Odysseus' men. Little did he imagine that the Greek warriors were hiding in the wall of the ship.
The Greeks who had waited by the ship rejoiced to see their friends alive. We must put out to sea at once before the Cyclops discovers we are gone and comes after us, Odysseus said to them.
Once they were far away from the shore, Odysseus shouted, "Polyphemus,
In a moment the monster appeared at the edge of the cliff. He screamed with rage when he realized that Odysseus and his men had escaped. He tore a slab of rock from the cliff and threw it at the Greeks.
Polyphemus, Odysseus shouted. If anyone asks you who put out your eye, tell them it was Odysseus, king of Ithaca.
Alas, the prophecy has come true, boomed the giant. Long ago, a soothsayer said a man named Odysseus would blind me.
The Cyclops then picked up a rock even bigger than the first and held it at Odysseus.
Then the giant lifted his hands and prayed to his father Poseidon, god of the seas. Hear me, father! Put a curse on Odysseus, king of Ithaca!
Thanks for watching.